Controversial paper released this week claims to bring new understanding to just how much damage we've done and says it may be worse than previously believed, predicting much faster polar melting and thus potentially catastrophic sea level rises, much faster than we ever believed possible, as much as 10 feet within just 50 years. The paper's lead author is a name you may know. The Washington Post calls him the world's most famous climate scientist. James Hansen is the former director of the NASA Goddard Institute for Space Studies. He is the man whom many credit with bringing global warming to the world's attention in the 1980s through some striking congressional testimony. He's now an adjunct professor at Columbia University's Earth Institute. You say that there will be a 10-feet rise in 50 years. What does that mean? It feels like a long way off. It's numbers. What would that mean?
Not only would it be 10 feet, but it would imply that in the next decades after that, it would be even more. Because where this water is coming from is the West Antarctic ice sheet, and then there's another part of the East Antarctic ice sheet, which also has several meters of sea level rise in its ice. So what that would mean is coastal cities would become dysfunctional. Parts of the city would still be above water, but it wouldn't make sense to try to rebuild them partially because they know the water's going to keep rising. So we can't let it go unstable. We would lose all the coastal cities in the world, and that's enormous cost, which would affect everybody, whether they're living on the coast or not.
And most of the world lives around coastlines.
That's right.